Are your screenshots a source of stress? Hi, I'm Isabelle Dervaux. I help busy families organize and curate their printed and digital photos, specialized in Apple photos. Originally from Valenciennes, France, I now live with my husband in Brooklyn, New York. So what happened to our photo collections? Are screenshot taking over your library? I see this a lot, and I hear a lot of mom who complains that everything is mixed up and it's clutter and stress. So we're going to examine today what to do and hopefully find solution for you. So are your screenshot really working for you is my question. Usually we kind of forgot that they're there, but we've taken them. Then when you look at them, most are not really longer relevant. So whatever that matters, really, we look and scroll, and it's hard to find. So really, they create clutter, and that gets in the way to the family photos. So let's perform an audit, and let's see how big your screenshots problem is. To do that, you're going to go to Photos and tap on Albums, and then you're going to scroll down to Media Type. And then you're going to assess, and you're going to see how many you have. Is this a problem? Yes? No? Let's see. So really get curious and observe rather than judge. Then you're going to look into details. What are the categories? I see my client's collection. Usually I see quotes. I see visual informations, things we need to buy, stuff like that. I see touching text from the kids. I see a lot of useful information, and I see tickets, maps, things that we used in the past. But mostly when you look at it, it's mostly written information. So now we've looked at them. We know what we have. If you have too many, what can we do about it? So I have a great news for you. Screenshots are now searchable. This is huge, right? Because we have the Optical Character Recognition, or OCR, and that is going to help you find any written information in your screenshots. And by the way, that works for any photos that you have. So you probably have iOS 16 on your phone. You may not have the Mac OS Ventura update, so just know that only works in Ventura, okay? And then you will notice the icon on the lower right when there is what's called live text. Okay, so the OCR is really useful for finding screenshots, right? So, for example, I type bookstores in the search field on my phone, and I found all the instances of this word in my screenshot. I love bookstores, and I have a lot of addresses, right? I could do this on my Mac as well. Okay, so OCR now with live text, you could tap directly on a string of text, and Apple is going to recognize that this is a phone number, for example. So I tap on the phone number, and I could call the person directly, or I could send a text, right? I could also send it to contacts and make a new contacts out of it. If there is a URL, I could just click on it. It will bring me to Safari, and then I could save it as a bookmark. I could tap on an address, and that will bring me to Apple Maps directly without me typing anything. And for example, if I have a date, and I could add this directly on my Apple calendar, it's very useful, for example, if you have an event. And any word you could look up or you could translate. So OCR is also very, it makes extracting information very easy, right? You could just cut and paste anything you want to keep. So now you have this info, you can save it everywhere, and then you just delete the screenshot. Another tip, if you should tap on the little live text symbol, you could select all the text at once. So now you know that this is going to be much easier to tame your screenshot. So it's 3 ways, depending. You may have realized that, you know what, I never look at my screenshots. This is too many. I really don't have time to go through them. I could just delete them all, right? I could also archive them on my Mac, will be easier. That is done. Okay. will take a little more time if you want to keep the screenshot handy on your phone, so you could access to them, but they won't be mixed up with the photo. For this, you could move them into the hidden album. You could move them into shared album, or you could just move them to Note and then go and then see them from there. This is good, I feel like, if you have a few screenshots. If you have lots of screenshots and if you have lots of time, you might systematically review them, copy the information you need, and then you purge, right? And then what you keep, you might want to keep and organize the rest. But this allows plenty of time to do, okay? Because it's all about making decisions, just like in photo. Keep or you don't keep. Okay, so now we've cleaned up all the past. What about the future? Changing your habits is crucial. You want to decide where you want to keep them ahead of time. So what's important is your screenshot don't have to end up in your camera roll. This has happened by default, but you could change that. So I'm going to show you several ways to do that so they don't end up in the camera roll. So first, we're going to look at sharing. Sometimes you just want to take a screenshot for someone, but you don't need to keep it. So you would just take the screenshot that you want to share, and I'm going to take you through a process that's different than what you usually do. You will go and tap the thumbnail on the lower left corner before that disappears, okay? Then you're going to go to the share icon on the upper right-hand corner. And if you want, you could crop the screenshot. You can add something with a markup, anything you want. And then you will just share it via text. You could also airdrop, right? And then right there, you delete it on the spot. So you go to the upper right, you press on the garbage bin, and then you delete the screenshot. Done. So that's one way. You just delete it. It doesn't go into your iPhone. Now, you can directly keep the screenshot on your phone, but you're going to keep them outside the photo app. Okay, so as before, you're going to tap the thumbnail in the lower left corner before that goes away. Then you're going to scroll up, and that shows you different ways, different places. And that could be, you could save it to notes, you could share it in a shared album, or you could share into files, okay, on your phone. And then once you do that, you delete the screenshot. Okay. You could do the way that you've always done. You could keep them in the photo app, but then you want to organize them. This is what I do. My recommendation is you do what's easiest. So you organize the important one in a digital album, so that makes it easy to find. So maybe you want to do categories. And then you want to copy any information to where you want to use it, and then you delete what you no longer need, okay? Alternative to that is not even to take a screenshot, is you might want to save posts, for example, if you use social media a lot, and then you don't do any screenshots. So for example, on the right-hand side, you have, this is on my Instagram, I like to save posts, and I make curated collections. You could do this also on Facebook. You might want to use more Pinterest, or you might want to use Evernote, and this is where all your information might want to be active. So really, I showed you different ways of handling screenshots to reduce stress, figure out what works best for you, you try, and then you learn. But really, if you realize you don't have the time to manage them all, I would say consider taking fewer screenshots in general. So just pretend it's 2013 when screenshot didn't even exist. And then your photo library, it's all nice and clean. So that's really up to you. So I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for attending. If you need help organizing your photos, you could find a pro at the Photo Manager's website. And then you could always contact me. Feel free to sign up for free 20-minute consults. I help people with curating, I coach, and I teach. And then you could follow me on Instagram at Family Photo Curator. So good luck with your screenshots.